Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for Hanukkah. And that means that you need to learn things about Hanukkah. Don't watch this video, and this could be you.
Honey, tonight is Hanukkah. What do we do?
I don't know.
I want a divorce.
Now you see, better keep watching and know your stuff. I'm the Average Rabbi, and this is Do-It-Yourself Judaism. How to Hanukkah. Special episode. Just like every other holiday in Judaism, Hanukkah is the most important one. It began many years ago when the Assyrian Greeks attempted to infiltrate Jewish culture. Their goal was not genocide, but assimilation. They forbade many fundamental mitzvahs, including circumcision and Torah study. As a culture focused primarily on intellectual and physical beauty, they sought to strip Judaism of its sanctity, and Jews of their personal connection with the Almighty. Many Jews fell prey to this assimilation, but a feeble band of priests, the Hashmonaim, rose against the mighty Greek army and miraculously led a rebellion which allowed the Jews to reclaim their sovereignty and sanctity. That date was the 25th of Kislev. On that day they returned to the temple and discovered that one jar of uncontaminated olive oil and blah blah blah, you know the rest. This event brought forth a previously concealed heavenly power. Every year on the 25th of Kislev, we are now able to tap into the energy of overcoming tremendous darkness with just a little light. While the world around you tries to manipulate you, change and shape you into something it can control, Hanukkah provides a unique channel of strength to rebel and say, I am a son of Yaakov, a man of God placed here in this world to spread light. The world is my candle, and
I am the fire.
You're probably wondering how to light your menorah properly. Hold on there, Tiger. We have 5 questions to answer. Who, what, where, when, and how? Who should light the menorah? A prevalent custom among Ashkenazi Jews is for every member of the home to light their own menorah, with the exception of a wife, because a husband and wife are considered one unit. Be sure to separate them well enough that from afar, the lights of respective menorahs are distinct. The tradition of Sephardi Jews is one menorah per home. What to light? There is something to be said for using cups of pure olive oil for your menorah. It burns strong and clear with a beautiful color, and it is reminiscent of the miracle that occurred in the temple. However, many have the custom of using paraffin candles, which can sometimes burn even brighter, and that's just fine as well. I personally prefer the oil because it just has that feel to it, you know? Hanukkah is a time of going above and beyond, and the more beautiful a menorah you have, the better. A silver menorah is considered the best, followed by other metals, then wood and glass. Try to avoid using a clay menorah, because it gets all icky. Where should you place your menorah? Ideally, since the purpose of lighting the menorah is to publicize the miracles of Hanukkah, the menorah should be lit in the most public area of your home, outside the front door. It's important to know that in order to fulfill this mitzvah properly, the menorah must be lit at your residence for that evening. To show that the purpose of the light is for the mitzvah and not for personal use, place the menorah low in the doorway, between 10 and 30 inches off the ground, on the left side of the entrance opposite the mezuzah. Light the menorah only after it has been placed in its proper location. Depending on your home, the ideal place for the menorah could differ. Please contact me if you have any questions regarding your situation. When should you light? Traditions differ here as well. You should certainly not light before sundown unless you absolutely have to, and even then it may not be lit before Plag HaMincha. Check myzmanim.com to find out when that is in your area. This is especially relevant on Friday evening when you may not light after sundown because of Shabbos. Most traditions recommend lighting between sundown and total nightfall, which this year, here in Houston, Texas, falls between 5:20 and 6 p.m. How to light your menorah? The number of candles you will light is equal to that night of Hanukkah. On the first night, light 1, the second 2, etc. Arrange the candles starting on the far right, adding new candles to the left. Before you light your first Hanukkah candle, you must first light the shamash. The shamash is an extra candle placed near your menorah which serves two purposes. Number one, it indicates that other candles being lit are solely for the purpose of the mitzvah and not for extra light. Number two, the light from the Hanukkah candles is holy and forbidden to use for your mundane purposes. The secular light from the shamash, which is blended in, prevents you from transgressing should you accidentally try to use it. Now that your shamash is lit, say some blessings. I wrote the blessings in the description below for your convenience. You're welcome. No, really, it wasn't a big deal. After completing the blessings, without interruption, begin lighting the candles starting with the leftmost, newest candle and proceeding to the right. Congratulations! I knew you could do it. With your candles lit, it's time for celebrating. Eat oily foods and dairy things. Spend some time with your family and sing songs. If you don't know any Jewish songs, try singing the transcript of this video to the tune of Boston's More Than a Feeling. Hanukkah is a time for praise and gratitude. You're not allowed to feel sad. If it's Hanukkah and you're feeling sad, you're doing something wrong, and you should feel bad about that. Do you want to try something even averager? Take some time after lighting the menorah to gaze deeply into the candlelight. Quiet your mind and allow the flame to dominate your consciousness. It is a reflection of your soul. Notice how it tirelessly strives to ascend. Notice how it is barely physical at all, and yet it is the essence of energy. This is you. Your body is nothing more than a vessel. Know it, feel it, embrace it. Use the wisdom of Torah study to fan your flame and be unstoppable.